All right, guys, back here with another video. This one's going to be pretty quick, a lot quicker than that first one. This is how to write a service call invoice. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but we're going to go into our green dispatch here because that is our green service call dispatch. We're going to hit bottom left tab here, like I said, on it might be on the top for you guys using Android. Go ahead and hit invoicing, edit invoice, and then go to add item. Like it says in your technician handbook, we use HIST. It's basically our description tab, and it is how we write any invoice description and quote. Pretty much anything besides PMs is really kind of what we're going to use. So I always like to use the same format when I'm writing service call invoices. So the good thing about invoices is that you can back out and it doesn't just automatically lock you out or anything. So this unit is very noisy when on, makes a constant high-pitched noise, also makes a low-pitched grinding noise every few seconds consistently. All right, so since we're making this up as we go on this one, we're going to say that this one was a bad belt, right? Okay, so we're going to enter our HIST code. Open that up, right? And then this is basically just an ability to kind of write, we can write whatever we want to on here. So I always do what the call is for. So call for loud noise. Upon diagnosing, found the following. Oh. No emojis on invoices here. So AC number 6 is what we found it on. Found bad belt. Installed new belt. Unit operating properly at this time. Okay, so pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I like the first line to always be the same. What is the call for? And then upon diagnosing, found the following, right? Gives you a nice little format. Hit enter twice, put the AC unit you were working on, and what'd you find, right? What'd you find, what'd you do, and how'd you leave it, right? 3 things. I know I said that really fast, but what did you find, what did you do, and how did you leave it, right? 2 to 3 sentences per unit at most. Found bad belt, installed new belt, unit operating properly at this time. That last sentence is always going to be the condition of that unit. So sometimes the condition of the unit might be unit operating in fan only at this time, or unit operating at 50% if one of the compressors is down. But unit operating properly at this time is this one, is because this one's 100%. It's good to go, right? All right, so we want to go ahead and go to save and add. So we want to add our belt. We used a A48 belt. Let's see if we have one of those. 55BLT385. Yep, save and add. All right, our labor. All right, this is a quick one. This is a 2-hour call here. Save that, and then normally your truck charge is already going to be on here. However, this time it's not here, so we need to get that on here. So we know that this one is $45. You'll always find that in the customer notes. It'll be listed right there if the truck charge is not on there. One of the things is if we make the call on the weekends from one of our mobile devices, even if I make it from my iPad, I can't add a truck charge onto the dispatch. We can do it from our computers during the week, and we do our best to kind of get that on there. However, just make sure, do your due diligence and make sure all that's on there. All right, so now we got our history, we got our parts, we got our labor, our truck charge. One more thing we always want to add, just so we can verify, and the customer knows that we did our job here, right? We're going to put in this PT code, right? All right, so PT code, it's going to ask for AC number, right? We're just going to put it in there, AC number 6. Our discharge, so we are working with a R22 system. So we were at a 230 Head pressure, we were at a 64 suction, and this is an old school unit, so we're at a, no VFD on this one. 52 degree supply, and a, let's see if I can get over there, 74 degree ambient, 74 degree return, and a 78 degree ambient. Save. All right, that's just recording our pressures and temps right there, letting the customer see that. This is a basic service call invoice, but it is exactly the way I want you guys to write it. Very simple. Always make sure you have the history, your parts, your labor, your truck, and your PT code. One more thing that we're doing now is we are not collecting signatures. So go in there and look up COVID. Eventually, I'm going to change the name because we're just not going to collect signatures anymore. No manager signature obtained due to risk of COVID-19 spread, right? Manager's name was Frank Thomas. Big Hurt. Always make sure to get first and last name if you can. If you only get first name, at least you got something. But time in, we got here at 11 a.m. Okay, time out 1 p.m. All right, this is going to correlate with our labor charge. Make sure those things always line up. No price. This is just a basically like a history code. Very simple, straight to the point, right? So we are going to back out of this right here, go all the way back. And then because this one is done, this unit is operating properly, right? We're going to change our status to complete, right? And then it's going to ask us, do we really want to do that? Because we haven't even obtained a signature. I know, probably when we back up here. Yeah, right there, right? So it's going to let us complete it. And then it's going to say this dispatch has been completed. However, the following were not collected: payment, authorization, signature, acceptance, signature. If you proceed, the dispatch will no longer be editable. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yes, right? So we go ahead and hit yes. And then we go back to our main page showing all of our dispatches, and that one has gone away. At this point, you cannot retrieve that. If you guys need to add something to an invoice, you need to add something to a dispatch note, call the office, speak to somebody, ask somebody to put that dispatch back on your board, and we'll be happy to, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks.